overpriced? Are you aware that insects eat $120 billion in crop damages annually? Over the years, bugs evolve and grow resistance to most pesticides. Insect pests develop tolerances to plant that were genetically modified specifically to kill these pests. I will cut to Sharon Bennett to explain more about the crisis.
Thanks, Ryan. As Ryan previously mentioned, the issue pertaining to the resistance of biomedically enhanced crops is a serious issue. This impacts you personally, drastically affecting the price of your groceries. This is because many crop-destroying insects, such as the European corn borers, are resisting the modified plant's toxin, an accidental catastrophe caused by the Monsanto and other GM companies' ignorance. The bugs gain resistance because of their short life cycles. As their relatives without immunity perish, eventually the survivors with minimal resistance produce offspring who eventually produce a breed of toxin-resistant insects. Due to this, seasons of crops are destroyed and it ends up affecting your wallet. Now, with any given issue, there are potential solutions. There are various strategies that could solve the inherent issue. One tactic would be to re-engineer the genetically modified plants with another toxin to destroy the resistant species of insects. But this would waste money overall, and it's not a permanent solution. The solution that the engineers at Harvard included was that you could use phage-assisted continuous evolution, or PACE technology, to create new forms of the Bt toxin. The toxins, hypothetically, are lethal to the insects that have resisted the natural forms of Bt. This only took a month comparatively to a year with conventional methods. Overall, this is a likely situation in the future, and an engineer's ability to combat and prevent these types of situations will determine the potential impact on your wallet. This is why we require studying engineers of today to open their minds to the situation of failing GMO crops. GMOs are a science of the future, and learning how to properly follow the procedure in creating them is extremely influential. Therefore, engineers will have to know how. Hunter will talk about the things engineers require to tackle this issue.
So, would be a bioengineer, huh? Well, sounds easy enough, right? Wrong! It is very much this important position. First off, you need at least a 4-year bachelor degree in subjects such as bioengineering, biomedical science, or just plain engineering. You'll also need to have at least a 3.4 to 3.7 GPA. Training is not necessary, however, is highly recommended. If you've worked in a similar job, or worked in the field that has the problem you're trying to solve, your chances of getting hired are much better. You will need to have knowledge in different aspects, meaning if you want to cure cancer, you wouldn't necessarily need the same knowledge as someone trying to reverse engineer the brain. But most bioengineers will need knowledge in basic biology, technology, and the engineering process. Finally, if there are certain skills that you'll need. Some of these skills include communication, good attention to detail, and problem-solving skills. That was just an overview, kiddos. So if you want to know all the details, you better go look into them. If you don't think you can handle it, hasta la vista.
So in conclusion to our breaking story, there are enemies to the crops. The insect pests. There are some solutions to this global problem we face daily. As stated prior, $120 billion are lost in insect consumption annually. Solving this problem is important to the farming and planting community. If you have any of the following degrees, biomedical science or engineering electrical, electronic engineering, and medical engineering and physics, click on the link in the description. We need to solve this crisis. We need a helping hand. Let's save the produce section. Thank you, America. Now go back to the regularly scheduled program. Good night.